We've come to the end of 2024, and this year was marked by an escalation of conflict across West Asia, and Gaza was at the center of it. Israel's offensive, launched after the October 7th attacks in 2023, intensified with the enclave remaining under siege. Here's how the year went for Gaza and its residents.
Netanyahu said Al-Mawasi, Khan Yunis is safe. But look at this. Martyrs, injured, children and women were martyred last night.
What is this injustice we are living in? Until when? We are really tired. Where do we go? For real, where do we go?
There's no water. I get very thirsty. I go with the children to mosque, to the school, here and there. It is very humiliating. We can't find water.
This is how the year began and ended in the Gaza Strip. A besieged enclave for which nothing has changed since October 7 last year. Netanyahu's declaration of war on Gaza after a Hamas attack snowballed into a horrific, war-induced humanitarian crisis for Gazans. Relentless Israeli bombardment on Gaza, including its densely populated areas of Rafah, central Gaza City, and one of its largest refugee camps, Jabalia, has flattened substantial parts of the enclave. UN says it will take at least 15 years just to clear the rubble in Gaza. But that is secondary to the human toll of this destruction. So far, Israeli Defense Forces blanket bombing the Strip has killed over 45,000 Gazans. And the number only continues to rise. A vast majority of them are women and children. The Palestinian Health Ministry says nearly 18,000 children have been killed. Thousands are missing under the rubble, and most of them are presumably dead. Reports by international bodies reveal that over 25,000 children in Gaza have either lost a parent or become orphans.
Gaza is becoming a graveyard for children.
Time and again, the Israeli Prime Minister has reiterated that Israel will achieve a total victory and eliminate Hamas from Gaza. Till October 2024, the IDF killed most of Hamas's top leadership, including Ismail Haniyeh in Iran and October 7 attack mastermind Yahya Sinwar, whose image of a wounded man fighting till the end, moments before death, went viral. Since November last year, both sides have failed to agree on a truce deal that will also facilitate a prisoner and hostage exchange. Mediators are positive that a deal is close, but the question on its timing still remains. Back in Israel, families of the hostages want answers from Benjamin Netanyahu as they wait for their loved ones to return from Hamas captivity. Just 33 kilometers from Gaza lies the occupied Palestinian territory of West Bank. Despite Hamas not being the controlling group in the area, West Bank has faced intense Israeli attacks along Gaza all year long. The Palestinian territory has roughly 1 million more Palestinian residents than the Gaza Strip, and nearly 700,000 of them are Israeli settlers. West Bank has a long history of occupation. Long before the October 7 attack of 2023 on Israel became a new timeline of volatility in the region. Israel occupied West Bank in 1967, and since it has maintained its military control over the region, with checkpoints, arrests, demolitions, and frequent raids. Palestinian security forces launched a rare crackdown against local militant groups in northern West Bank. The raid marks an unusual step for the Palestinian Authority, the governing body for semi-autonomous pockets in the occupied West Bank that is internationally recognized but has largely lost control of militant strongholds such as Jenin. Settler violence in the Palestinian territory has significantly risen in the past few months. At the holy site of Marda village, extremists set fire to a mosque. Videos showed Israeli settlers chanting revenge and death to Arabs, among other slogans being spray painted in Hebrew on the building's facade. Palestinian Health Ministry says over 800 residents have been killed in the occupied Palestinian region since last year. Most countries deem the settlements illegal under international law. But Israel disputes this and cites historical and biblical ties to the land for its course of action. For both Palestinian regions, the volatility is not new. Yet somehow, the attack of October 7 in 2023 opened doors to a magnitude of death and destruction that both Gaza and West Bank have not seen in years. Many human rights groups and critics of Israel's actions have called the war in Gaza a human tragedy in which Palestinians are documenting their own genocide. It is now up to the international community to ensure that 2025 does not see a repeat of this past year.